Hi, this is Pastor Harley with Broadway Church. I want to share with you this devotion. We're in Jeremiah 51, toward the end of the time when Jerusalem was captured and people were going away to Babylon into exile, weeping and at a great loss. It says in verse 59, the word that Jeremiah the prophet commanded Seraiah, the son of Neriah, son of Messiah, when he went with Zedekiah, king of Judah, to Babylon. In other words, he's accompanying the king who has been captured. Seraiah was quartermaster. Jeremiah wrote in a book all the disaster that should come on Babylon. All these words that are written concerning Babylon, and Jeremiah said to Seraiah, when you come to Babylon, see that you read all these words. You see, the people experienced a judgment from God. They understood that they had forsaken God, and until there was, as the scriptures say, no remedy at all. By the time people turn from God, society itself turns on the weakest and most vulnerable. A judgment had fallen, and the tool of that judgment was the army of Babylon, its king Nebuchadnezzar, its great city, its fame, the victories they had won. But the prophets in the Old Testament are quick to point out that these should not be proud. Jeremiah says, even at this moment of defeat, when you arrive in Babylon and say, well, this is the bottom, this is where we live not as a free people, this is where my king is not a sovereign but a slave, we are captives here, you pronounce these words that will happen upon Babylon, for a godless nation does not escape the judgment of God. And so Jeremiah says there is another thing to be said here, that God's hand is upon all this, and even though he might use the king of Babylon for his purpose, that the will and the power of God is sovereign. Whatever you face today, God's power is over this. And so put your trust in him. Hear his words, read those words, and be blessed.